because you coached a lot of games? No, because I went to seminars and conferences and camps, and I learned from the people that were actually on TV winning NCAA championships. I learned from the best. That's how I got to be a good coach. I didn't become a good coach because I woke up and said, oh, I've been a manager 3 years. I hung around my coach. I know how to coach. When I decided to go coach, I went and got learned. I went to a seminar. I went to a conference. I had my pen and pad. I'm writing things. I went to things like you're doing now to say, hey, let me get some education, some tips on how to get better. And then you got to get your credentials, right? So you got to have a resume that has something on there that is attractive to someone who wants to hire you. So again, in this example of a coach, you got to say, all right, how do I get into coaching? I never coached before. I played a lot, and I was pretty successful as a player, but how does that translate to me being a coach? How do I transition to being a coach? Well, maybe you volunteer as a coach. Maybe you volunteer in a recreation league, or maybe you volunteer and be someone's assistant coach. Maybe you go to a camp and work a camp and be a youth counselor for that camp and focus on the sport that you are interested in. Those are different ways to build up your background and your skills so that you can be able to have credentials so people could be attracted to maybe what you do.